Hi there, and welcome back to Spiritual Signage. In my last video, I talked about a license plate sign that I got on my way home from a coffee shop when I was debating going for a bike ride, and the sign was "Go Bike." So that was the first crazy in my face license plate sign that I received. And that was back in 2005. So shortly after that, in January, actually that was 2004, in January 2005, my first dog as an adult that I raised from a puppy, her name was Hummel, which was my middle name. She was a gorgeous black and white kind of border collie lab mix. And she suffered from Cushing's disease much of her life. We had to closely monitor it with the vet, and she was always under a watchful eye, but always by my side. She was just a beautiful, gorgeous dog, and I loved her so much. In her final days, at 10 years old in 2005, she started losing weight. She went from a healthy 60 pounds down to 42 pounds. And the night that I knew was my last night with her, we were sleeping, and I woke up at 4 a.m. and she wasn't on the bed with me like she normally was. I panicked, as you can imagine, and I went downstairs and found her on the stairs landing, sleeping, thank God. And I went upstairs, and on top of that, the HVAC had broken, so we didn't have heat, and it was January in Charlottesville, Virginia. So it was cold in the house. I went upstairs and got a comforter, brought it down, and lay down with her on the landing because I didn't want to move her. I knew that this was my last morning with her. We slept till 6 a.m. and at 7, when the vet opened, I gave them a call, and Dr. Gruce at Earlysville Animal Hospital I think she was one of his favorites, and I ended up bringing her in later that morning, actually at around 11:30 a.m., and said my last goodbye to her. It was heartbreaking for me because she was my first dog as an adult. We had a lot of dogs growing up when we were kids. I have 5 siblings, and we had wire-haired dachshunds growing up. So Hummel was my first, as an adult. So she just meant so much to me. And saying goodbye to her, it was like I had to have almost an out-of-body experience, looking down at me saying goodbye to her so that I could process it, because in the moment it was too real and too surreal at the same time. So going through that was very difficult. However, a few months later, when it warmed up a bit, I was out on a bike ride and heading toward Free Union, which is kind of the rural area of Charlottesville. And back then you didn't worry about people texting and driving and all that, and I used to ride all the time. So I'm out on a bike ride and thinking about Hummel, and I kind of imagined her spirit running alongside of me as I cycled, because now she's healthy and free and could keep up with me in the spirit, right? So I'm riding along, and the next thing I know, I come around this corner, and behind me a truck comes up to pass, and the license plate was PawPaw4, PAW4, 4 paws. It meant so much to me that she sent me that sign, and that she really was with me on that bike ride. So I just want everybody to be open to these kinds of signs, because they do come to us, and the more you're aware of them, the more you start to see them. So now I'm out here on my deck, and you can see I have the view today. The fog lifted. I'm out here on my deck with my 6-year-old yellow lab, Luna, and since Hummel, I have gone on to adopt 8 other dogs. I should say rescue 8 other dogs. They've all been rescues, and right now we have 3 of them. So, but that, your first dog like that as an adult always has a special place in your heart. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story, and hope that all of you are having a great day looking for your own spiritual messages.